What is going on, geeks and gamers? It is your boy QMG, and welcome to the Into the Quniverse NewsBreak. Today, we're going to be talking about the general reactions to the Joker now that more people have seen it in the critic spectrum, and we're going to be talking about the brand new Birds of Prey trailer. Now, let's talk about it. First things first, the Joker has had more critics come and watch the movie in various different cities, and the good word of mouth is continuing to spread. They are hailing it as a dark, unrelenting, very cerebral movie that focuses on the downward spiral of a dark and depressed man. Now, one of the main points that a lot of the people, the reviewers, the critics, however you wish to quantify them, a lot of what they're saying is you are not sympathizing with the Joker. This is not a character the movie is trying to portray as a tragic hero who is going about his own way in his own mind. They are adamant that this man, this interpretation, is very much a bad guy. So if you've gone into this movie thinking that they might try to humanize or make you sympathize with the Joker, rest assured that is not the case. Secondly, it has gone on in news circuits around the country, not everywhere, but pretty significant, that there has been worries about people being enthused and influenced by this movie to create dangerous crimes and do bad things. And generally, that doesn't seem to be the case. A lot of these are false alarms and red herrings that aren't really credible. So if you do plan on seeing the Joker this weekend, while I may say that you should be safe, I truly don't believe that anything bad will happen if you go out and see this movie this weekend. For all things considered, you're going to be in for a pretty dark and depressing ride. Don't expect this movie, because it's rated R and based off of a comic book property, to put you in the mindset of anything like Deadpool or something like that. This is definitely, like I've said previously, a film's film, a movie's movie that just so happens to focus around an interpretation of the most iconic comic book villain of all time. So definitely check this movie out if you want to have a unique comic book movie going experience. All I've heard from many of my critic friends who've been lucky enough to see this movie early and do press about it, they've just been raving about it and saying that this is going to change how people look at and make comic book movies going forward. So all I can say is, if you are any type of inclination to see it, take that chance and see it this weekend when it comes out on October 4th. Now, to lighter news, more or less, there's another R-rated DC movie coming up on the horizon, and that, of course, is Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. And this is the first full trailer we have gotten. We got two teaser trailers in the previous months, both over the summer, but this is the first real definitive look of what we're going to see next February with the cast. And it has a nice ensemble cast, especially women, and not just women. It's not just a bunch of white women. It's a diverse cast of women in age and ethnicity, so that's good. Harley Quinn, she has a nice little, she's very much in the forefront, even though from what I've heard, that's not the case in the entire movie. She has her story arc, but you're definitely going to see the likes of Black Canary and Huntress and Renee Montoya get their shine and get their due diligence. So that's something to look forward to. The action in the trailer looked real good. I said this on the podcast a couple of weeks back, but the fight coordinator for John Wick and the accompanying sequels, he did the fight scenes for Birds of Prey, helped coordinate it. So it really should be the bomb. And for the actress who's playing Cassandra Cain, they hired the stunt woman who played Laura's, aka X-23 stunt double in Logan. And if you've seen that movie, you know that her fight scenes were pretty phenomenal. So that is something to look forward to. The trailer was very stylized, very brutal. If you have any type of recognition or understanding of Harley Quinn's character gallery, there's a lot of cool Easter eggs in it that you can identify. Of course, Ewan McGregor as he's not Black Mask yet. He's just Roman Sionis at this point. From what the trailer shows us, there's a lot of subtle violence to his scenes that you can tell that, because it's a trailer, they can't give anything away. But if you pause it and you analyze it, you can really see the depths of his depravity and just how dangerous he's going to be. Also, they had Zaz, if you're familiar with him from Batman. He's in the trailer and it looks like he's going to do some damage. I was really glad and really happy with what I saw from the trailer. And if you go online and you see all of the prominent Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn character writers and comic writers, they are very much speaking highly of this film, and they have truly embraced it as what it is. The most prominent of them is Gail Simone, who is the longest tenured Birds of Prey writer and dabbled in Harley Quinn and the accompanying cast as well. And she very much she can't say too much because I'm pretty sure she's under an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. But in as much words as she can, she's telling folks to get excited, especially if you're fans of these characters, and especially if you want to see a badass all-women group of superheroes and a villain do work in the underbelly of Gotham City. That is it for your Into the Quniverse news break. Thanks for watching.